These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hi there, good Sunday to you. I'm Amelia Fabiano with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Taking action to learn a life-saving skill. Teens spending their Saturday at the Chandler YMCA in honor of Preston Lord. Preston's stepmom continuing her work to make sure his legacy lives on, telling the crowd about how CPR gave their family time to say goodbye to Preston. Chandler police helped out with the training, saying even those who are not first responders should learn how to do this. So if you're interested in getting CPR certified, we have resources available under this story on ABC15.com. As for Preston's case, 7 people have been charged with first-degree murder. That trial is expected to begin in July. An update on a debate that we've covered extensively on ABC 15. The Department of Education now encouraging states and school districts to enforce cell phone policies. The Apache Junction Unified District already has one in place. Apache Junction students are allowed to use cell phones during passing periods and at lunch. The federal government also releasing a guide for schools to work with students in looking into policies. Turning now to an Operation Safe Roads report, the city of Phoenix marked a milestone for pedestrian safety, celebrating the 100th pedestrian crossing light known as a hawk. The hawks are built over frequently used crosswalks. They can only be activated by pedestrians. When the light turns red, drivers must stop. When the lights flash, they can continue if safe to do so. Just a few years ago, Arizona was the second worst state in the country for pedestrian safety. But from 2022 to 2023, pedestrian deaths decreased by 30% in Arizona. Operation Safe Roads also learning ADOT is getting more than $27 million to improve the I-40 from Window Rock to the Navajo Nation capital. Specifically, the money will be used to replace 4 bridges that connect to Navajo Nation Route 12. That work will get underway in 2027. Do you have a question or concern when it comes to safety on our roads? Reach out to our Operation Safe Roads team by emailing or calling the number right there on your screen. And looking ahead now, there's new affordable housing coming to the West Valley. This week, the nonprofit Native American Connections and officials with Maricopa County will be celebrating the groundbreaking of a new housing development. That complex was made possible by funding from the American Rescue Plan. That takes place at 1 in the afternoon near El Mirage Road in Surprise. And then also this week, on Wednesday, the Ronald McDonald House at Phoenix Children's Hospital is getting a total makeover. There'll be a grand reopening of the Cambridge House after more than a year of renovations. The house will now include 12 guest rooms, 6 apartments, a large community kitchen, dining room, family room, and playroom. That reopening event gets underway at 9 a.m. And calling all Whataburger fans in the West Valley, the burger chain is expanding. Tomorrow, they're set to open their first franchise location in Tullison. The restaurant will be at 99th Avenue in Lower Buckeye and features a 2-lane drive-through and self-operated order kiosks. A ribbon cutting gets underway at 10 a.m. and you'll want to act fast, too. The first person in the drive-through and dining room could win free Whataburger for a year, and the next 100 people after them will score some freebies as well. Here's what I'm tracking in that most accurate forecast on this Sunday. We're expecting a high of around 76 degrees today at Phoenix Sky Harbor. Still well above average for this time of year. Slightly cooler from yesterday, but we're usually climbing somewhere into the upper 60s for this time of year. Our record high on the state, though, was 84. We first set that back in 1939. Other areas of our state today will see the low 60s for your high in Prescott and Payson, 63 in Sedona, 53 up at Window Rock, 53 in Flagstaff, too, and low to mid 70s out west along the Colorado River Valley. Overnight, we're dropping down into the 30s in Prescott, Payson, and Sedona, 20s in Flagstaff and along the rim, teens up towards the Four Corners and at the Grand Canyon, and 40s out west in Lake Havasu. That 70 forecast here in Phoenix shows a gradual cool down. By Tuesday, we'll be closer to normal for our average high, or for our daily high, I should say, 68. We're looking out for Tuesday, and then warming up back into the 70s from there. Overnight lows getting cooler, too, more consistently in the mid to upper 40s at Phoenix Sky Harbor. As always, for the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download that free ABC15 mobile app. Make it a great day.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.